Hey guys, welcome to 13 Market Moves, breaking down the critically important 283 pattern. Yes guys, there's actually a numerical pattern present in these current market conditions that is absolutely insane. And it is so precise that I will actually, by the end of this video, will let you know by how many points exactly the market will drop over the course of the next 2 or 3 trading days. Now, you've got to be able to stay with me throughout this video and connect the dots. Also, if you find information useful in this video, and if you find out that what I'm about to describe to you is precise, like nothing you've ever heard about the stock market before, please make sure to share this content with your friends, other traders, guys, whatever, because what I'm about to show you is something you've never heard before. You've never heard about this pattern. We only know about this pattern here at 13 Market Moves because we keep track of patterns, numerical sequences, behavioral patterns, and so on. And when we combine all this, okay, we come up with what I'm about to show you. It's crazy stuff, okay? So buckle up, okay? Let's rewind to Friday when we've called for a sharp drop. Now, there was a video posted on our channel on Thursday, the day before this crazy shit happens, okay? And we're going to actually break it down exactly what happens here. But we've called for a flash crash of about 300 points. So what we get the next day is SMCI bounces to a level of 1,080 is what this level is. And it drops by the end of the day, by the end of the same trading session, right? We're right here at 797, guys. That is exactly a 283 point drop. 283 drop that ultimately happens on Friday, February 16th. Now let's fast forward to the following Friday, where the night before the earnings announcement, we have given you a trade on Mercado Libre. You would have gotten it from your trading coach. You would have also gotten it if you were signed up for our paying member group alerts. So the difference on the drop, so now this is a week later. This is now, we're talking about Friday, February 23rd, 2024. And so the drop initiates after hours. Clearly, we were betting on the earnings report and the outcome and reaction of the earnings report. So if you take this number, 1859, and you subtract this number right here, guys, which is 1576, okay, which was the low of the next day trading session, 1576, you will get exactly 283, okay? Now, there's another trade we've called that day, the day before it actually took place, which was BKNG. And there's a video also on the channel before any of this shit actually happened. So, at the moment I'm recording that trade for you guys, basically you take this number, 3918, you check out the time I'm actually recording that video. When the stock opens up for trading pre-market, it's like 36.35, which is exactly 283 points. Now, in this particular case, the stock drops lower and bounces again, so on. But overall, the drop over here ends up being much greater. But there is a moment in time when the market opens where it's trading exactly down 283 points. Okay, let's fast forward just a little bit more, and then we'll tie how all this stuff comes together. So, SMCI, no, we're going to look at MSTR. Guys, can't make this shit up. What is the drop today on MSTR? 283 points. Can you see this? You can go type in MSTR on your trading screen right now or on your phone, and you will see today, between yesterday and today, MSTR dropped $283. And you're probably wondering, well, Leo, how the fuck did you know that now you're calling this 283 point drop back to back 4 fucking times in a row? How did you know that was going to happen today? Now, here's a quick answer. It's going to sound crazy, but guys, if you're a self-respecting trader, okay, I mean, it's a good idea you play chess. It's a good idea you play poker. It's a good idea, hey, you do some exercises with understanding numbers. You're doing something that's got to do with numbers. It's going to give you a little edge when you trade. So there's such a thing, okay, not at the poker table. We're going to glance briefly at the roulette table. Here's number 16, which is February 16th. There's number 23, which is February 23. On both of these dates, we have one stock drops by 283 points here. We have 2 stocks drop by 283 points right here. Right in between, you have a 4. You may be wondering, what the fuck is a 4, Leo? Well, let me show you the calendar. So the 4th was yesterday, March the 4th. So 16 and 23 tells you that the next big drop of 283 points will begin on the 4th Thank you very much. And so as soon as shares of MSTR closed yesterday, they begin to drop after hours. So it was similar pattern to what we've had, for example, in case of Mercado Libre and BKNG, which both drop majority of the part on Friday, but they do begin to drop on the 22nd. So there's like a 24-hour time span on this drop. Now, you may be wondering, okay, so what does this mean and how can you utilize this information? So, number one, okay, understand number 283. If you divide it up into simple numbers, you got 2, 8, and a 3, which means what? If you put them together, it's a 13. So let's look for a sequence here on this calendar, okay, which tells us the time frame of which the next 283-point drop will actually take place. So it's pretty easy. 5 and 8, which is Friday the 8th, okay, we're getting a what? 5 and 8 is a 13. It's very simple, guys, okay? Now follow me to the next chart, which is going to explain how this is all tied in together. So since the beginning of the year, we've been predicting a crash in Apple shares, which actually taken place now. We've sent you multiple alerts to short Apple over the course of last 60 days. But the point is, if you were to read into significance of 16 and 23, you would have known that another major stock was going to begin drop in a major way. Okay, now clearly Apple is not going to be able to drop 283 points, but it can drop 28%, okay, from this level. Now so far, which you know we predicted the market could drop 30% this fucking year. But so far, if you just combine the data that I'm showing you, okay, so the beginning of the major Apple drop begins on the 4th, which was yesterday, continues today. How much does Apple drop? So if you take yesterday's open and Apple like around 180, and it's at 170 today, that's a 10-point drop. You take 10 points, divide by 180 to come up with the percentage drop over the course of last 2 trading sessions. You got 5.5. Okay, just remember, it's a 5.5% drop in Apple shares between yesterday and today. Now, how's this tied to the rest of the market? So let me show you exactly how's this tied up to the rest of the market. Basically, we're going to bring up S&P 500 futures. What do you see? We're currently trading at a level of 5087 on S&P 500 futures. If you take that number and you subtract 283, you will arrive at a figure of 4804, 4805, give or take a point or two right here. So 4805 is where S&P 500 is going to drop, okay, by when? By the 8th. So you connect all the 13s, you connect all the dots, okay. Earlier we posted a message about Apple saying, look, the crash in Apple shares is an indication that the rest of the markets are going to unfold as well, and the market is going to drop. So the fact that Apple did this, it did this very same formation, guys, in 2018, where Apple shares were collapsing Apple shares were collapsing in February of 2018, and then they bounced in March. So we're sort of getting a 1-month delay between what happened in February of 2018 and between what's happening now, but none the case. The indication that major drop in Apple, where Apple chart completely started falling apart, began yesterday, continuing today. Okay, and basically that gives us an indication the rest of the market is about to follow, and it's going to happen by the 8th of March. So 8th of March, guys, watch out. S&P 500 is going to trade down to 4804, 4805, 4806 level. I mean, that is a huge drop. That represents a 5.5% drop in the market. So guys, if you understand what I just described to you, this represents a huge opportunity which is going to happen, which is going to be happening lightning fast, because let's rewind this again real quick. Look at how fast this move was in this MCI, right? I mean, this is a 283-point move. Okay, it's followed by a further drop, which is something we could be getting. We're going to be getting a 283-point drop on S&P 500 by this Friday. We could be getting another. Just understand this, that most of these drops, they are Friday drops. Friday 13th type of drop. So between the 8th and the 13th, guys, so we're going 8th, by the 13th. So between next 3 trading sessions and next 3 trading sessions on trade next week, okay, the market could actually bottom out. Now, it doesn't mean we're predicting a 5.5% drop, 283 point drop in the market by this Friday, but it does not necessarily mean that it's not going to drop after maybe some kind of bounces on the 11th, 12th, and the 13th. So expect the market to bottom out on the 13th to finish its cycle of this 283 pattern. So guys, if you found this information useful or crazy, or you want to follow it, guys, the best thing to do is trade it with the 13 market moves, because guys, we've given you SMCI 300 point drop, we've delivered BKNG 300 point drop, we've delivered Mercado Libre 300 point drop, guys. We've delivered, look, we've delivered MSTR 300 point drop, 283 pattern. We've done it 4 times, guys, in the last 4 weeks. We have given you consistently a trade that dropped by 283 points, and now we're telling you, hey, the easiest trade of all. But make sure, okay, please, just whatever you do, make sure you don't attempt to enter these trades on your own without a 13 market moves coach, okay? Make sure you go to 13mmtv.com so you can trade this 283 pattern with a 13 market moves coach. So there it is. The secret is revealed, but there's some more ingredients that go into making this into a 50x trade, guys. So if you dare, if you think you got what it takes, okay, if you're tired of making a few $100 here and there fucking trading. I had a guy that went from like $1,400 to like $7K today, and he was like, I'm so fucking happy, Leo. I'm like, well, dude, what the fuck are you happy about? You know, you should have made 30K today. You're happy you made 6, 7K. What the fuck is that? Guys, you don't come to 13 market moves to be happy with whatever happens in the market today. You come to 13 market moves because you're in pursuit of perfection as a trader, because it's a daily thing for you to search for signals, for market behavioral patterns. It is a war between you and the fucking market every day, and your goal is to beat your opponent. So if this is the kind of game that you enjoy, but as a result you also want to make a ton of money with it, not the regular stuff that people show you on YouTube, you come to 13 market moves, congratulations. If you are at the right place, make sure you take the next step, and that is going to 13mmtv.com, click the big orange button, trade 283 with a 13 market moves coach. There are some details I have not shared here with you, so again, do not attempt to trade this on your own. Get in touch with a 13 market moves coach. Big 3 trading days ahead, guys. Make it happen. Let's roll.
First, distract target. Then block his blind jab. Counter with cross to left cheek. Discombobulate. Dazed, will attempt wild haymaker. Employ elbow block. And body shot. Block ferrule left. Weaken right jaw. Now fracture. Break cracked ribs. Traumatize solar plexus. Dislocate jaw entirely.